Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of XRP, reviewing what's been going on most recently and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into the video, if you find it useful, informative, smash that like button, I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord guys, what are you waiting for? Check it out, linked in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7, it's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Let's jump right down into the video for today. So as we were kind of talking about yesterday, we were looking at that 200 EMA potentially being our resistance, and it looks like that's exactly what has happened. We were looking for a bit of a move upwards after the FMOC and their 25-point rate hike, which is kind of as to be expected, nothing unusual there. So as you can see here, our 200 EMA sits at 72.121. We kind of pushed up a little bit. We did actually close above it on the hourly here and then got rejected all the way back down, finding support at the moment on the 50 EMA and resistance on the 200 EMA. Now this is quite important because we're essentially coiling up here. So as you can kind of see, support to be found on the 50 EMA. Just as we come back down to this oversold area, chances are this is going to turn back into support level, and then we're going to try to find more resistance, I think, up here at that 200 EMA. Now this is a real minor movement. We're basically talking about a volatility of a 1.6. I don't expect us to break above the 200 EMA, but you know, it's possible. There's a couple of reasons and rationale behind this. Now, for the most part, because of this wick over here, I'm not sure if you guys can see it as a wick just down here. This particular wick is basically a big reset for this move to the upside. Now, that's important because if we take into consideration this entire structured move here, and down to this wick on here, you can see that it's basically allowed us to come right up into this area, which is between 1 and 1.236 on the fib scale, and that is exactly what you'd expect of a three-wave pattern. You'd expect an A, B, and C structure to land exactly there. So looking at that, my expectations here are maybe we'll see some volatility here for a moment, but a move to the downside. And although our hourly chart looks like it's ready to push upwards, I'm not going to be as confident. Could be wrong. It's not one I would trade right now, and of course it is possible that we push up a little further before we have this move. So for example, let me start there. We could push up towards this range right here, and I say it could because, you know, I don't know how it's going to react to the 200 EMA at the moment, but it could be 72.434 to 72.762. Okay. That could be where that lands. That will look like this. It'll be a three-wave pattern here. Okay, and all of that would be inside a three-wave pattern from over here. And I'll take this on that higher side just to give us a conservative target range. But basically, it would look like this, where we have a move to the downside into here, basically between 69.962 and 70.487. Now, it's possible that we just break down. It's also possible that we just move on up. That isn't overly clear, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that we move up before we move down, simply just because I think we've got the momentum behind the price action. So expectations will be a move upwards towards 72.4, and then a breakdown towards 70.4. Okay, and again, the volatility here isn't much. You'll be talking what 1.8 to 2.2 on the higher side, and then obviously shorting the market we could potentially do, it's a bit more volatility at about 2.6. Risk reward ratio on this one, if we were to short it, and actually it's not a bad idea to short it from here. We'd put our stop loss above the swing high, because that would break our structure, and we'll put us take profit down on that low side. Gives you a risk reward ratio of about 2.77. And of course, if I am going to be trading, I'm going to be trading on BitGet. The affiliate link is in the description down below. If you haven't yet signed up to BitGet, why are you sleeping on it, guys? Make sure you have access to as many exchanges as possible. Make sure that you register, you're familiar with the platforms, because when the time comes to sell, you're going to want access to as many of these platforms as you possibly can. And yeah, BitGet, in my opinion, is a fantastic platform. It's my go-to platform. I do 100% of my leverage trading to 95% of my spot trading, all through BitGet. Okay, so lots of exchanges out there. It's always great to have accounts with as many as possible, in my opinion, whether you choose to use them or not. But personally, I use BitGet every single day. I think it's very, very, very good platform. And yeah, I don't think you would regret it, to be honest with you. So why not check it out? The affiliate link is in the description below. If I was to trade this, that's how I would be trading it on BitGet. And as you can kind of see here, I would short the market from approximately 72.433 with a stop loss at 73.129 with a take profit at the 70.502 level. This would basically, with leverage, be a pretty sizable move and get some pretty juicy gains out of it. Okay, that's how I would approach it. But just bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. That's just kind of how I would trade it personally myself, looking at the data in the charts as I see it. Now, that's obviously all fine and well and good on our 1 hour time frame. What about the large time frames? Well, if we jump on over into our daily, our moves to the downside are still very much there. The move that we're talking about at the moment isn't anything major. As you can kind of see, all we're doing is basically looking to target down here between 56 and 60 cent. That's the previous area of supply or resistance turning into support, but also the 3-wave ending positioning as well. That hasn't changed. So after we hit the high at the 93.76, which I've been talking about for quite some time, I know people obviously don't necessarily watch all of the videos, but this is a target range that we had. The only difference is here is that we moved up more rapidly to that upside after the XRP news broke, but this is a target range that was well in our views, significantly ahead of, well, pretty much any of that XRP related news that broke out from the judge and so forth. So, we hit the target range, and then of course we're looking to move down, and our new target range is down here, basically at the previous area of resistance or the previous area of supply, and we're looking to turn this into a demand area. You can see that the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA are here. We'll probably see that 50 EMA probably turn down a little bit. We want it to stay below 60 if possible, because we want to turn it into a support line, but also, we're aware that the 200 EMA could also be the support. So on our daily time frame, we're still looking for more moves to the downside, but before we can move down, as you would expect, guys, you have to move up before you can go down. So essentially everything's looking okay, but it is what it is for now. We'll kind of take it one step at a time. At the moment it looks like we'll move up before moving down, and that's also on the larger and smaller time frames. I think, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. If you found it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, guys, what are you waiting for? Check it out, linked in the description down below. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.
We are not financial advisors, and none of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.